The SteamBoy. The SteamBoy. And if you mind if you see the bandage here, what happened was I was twisting 28 gauge Canthal, and the Canthal snapped, and instead of me lowering the RPM on my Dremel, I actually put it up. Canthal hit me in the wrist and cut me up pretty bad. So be careful when you twist 28 gauge Canthal, guys. It happens. Stuff snap. Alright, back to the SteamBoy. Right off the bat, 2 thumbs up. How it functions and the price. Okay, this is a Genesis style atomizer, not the Genesis, so it is going to be a lot more affordable. How's it perform right out of the box? Not that great. Air holes are way too small, even if it does have adjustable air holes. So what I ended up doing was drilling that out there. Ended up drilling that out there, and then it still wasn't enough airflow, but I couldn't drill any bigger than this. So I drilled another hole right next to it. And now this thing performs golden. I like wrapping 28 gauge twisted Canthal at about 0.6 ohms-ish, 0.7 ohms-ish, because when I do go out, and this is the setup I take when I go out driving and all that, is I want that battery in there to last me. I do have a Sony VTC4 battery in here, and I want this thing to last me as long as possible. At the same time, I have that tank there, so that I don't have to drip anymore, and it's just convenient. This is the perfect balance between convenience and vapor production, performance. Convenience and performance, perfect balance. Now, how does it stack up to the K-Fun? K-Funs are great. I have nothing against them. I'll be doing a review on it. If anything, I prefer them some scenarios than others, but it just doesn't perform like a Genesis style does. What does the K-Fun have over the SteamBoy though? It's easier to build, it's easier to maintain, But if you're okay with being a little finicky with your coils and how you wire your mesh and your wicks, that's once you get it down to kind of what you like it, then this thing is awesome. It'll perform great for what it is. How I'm using it, I have, like I said, twisted 28 gauge Canthal with a stainless steel mesh down the post, twisted with cotton around the stainless steel mesh, and then on the other hole I have a cotton wick, and I have it wrapped around the coil, the top part of the coil. What this thing does is I could go ahead and fire this for, say, 5 seconds. Okay, that was 6 seconds, or 7 seconds. But this thing is still moist, you can see, so I'll never get a dry hit off this. Freaking fantastic. And the biggest problem with Genesis style mods is that you really want that wick to happen well. The last thing you want is to have a dry hit, and then you gotta close up the air hole, take a couple pulls on it. Why do all that? It's annoying. Just build it where it always wicks well. You'll always have a sufficient amount of juice wicking, and you will never have a problem with this SteamBoy. Now, this is probably my 100th coil that I built on here, and 100 different wicking styles that I tried, and I kind of came down to this, where just mixing cotton and stainless steel mesh was the best. Silica does work, but I just prefer cotton for the taste. I really like my airy draws, so that drilling those 3 holes, man, it gives me as much air as I need. So like I said, a perfect balance between convenience and performance. Now, the reason why I have this kind of setup is because compared to the C4s, which is very convenient, it just doesn't perform. I don't know if I even have a mod to put this on. Let's just put it on this. Okay. This Ego C-twist at whatever volts it's at. See, it just doesn't perform the way I want it. So that's the reason why I'm kind of hands up on it. If you're willing to spend the extra bucks, this Nautilus tank is by far vaping at 5 volts. You kind of want a variable voltage mod for this. Vaping at 5 volts seemed to be very good performance. For a tank system. Okay, enough. I'm kind of going off topic. I'm talking about the SteamBoy. But as far as performance for the convenience, you can't beat the SteamBoy or Genesis type mod. The flavor is so good. And this is just a mechanical mod that I built, guys. There's a how-to build one of these on my other videos, so you can go ahead and build one of these. But you can put on any mechanical mod and it'll perform just as good. The flavor I get on this is just very good. It's like a dripping atomizer, and I love my drippers. When I'm at home, all I vape is drip, right, on the drip systems, the RDAs. But this RTA, rebuildable tank atomizer, I guess you could say, or Genesis style atomizer, this thing is so convenient when I'm driving. Because when I'm driving, okay, I'm not going to go and pop off the can and start dripping and trying to look over and then see, and I don't want to do that. It's dangerous. When I'm driving and I have one of these, it's just perfect. And so I've been using this setup when I've been going out. Like I said before, it's been working great. It's been really putting my cravings of cigarettes down, kind of on the lower end there. It's so good, I keep wanting to vape it. Okay. That being said, get the Genesis style atomizers, the SteamBoy, get it. It's definitely worth the money. I use it on a daily basis. Oh, I'm not used to that. But it does actually complement the RDAs very well. And this is my setup for vaping when I'm at home. So that was that, trying to get my neck fixed for the morning. Probably put down a pot of coffee and get my day started. So if you have any questions about the SteamBoy, the coil building on this is a pain in the ass. Just know that if you're pretty good at building coils and getting used to it, then you'll be fine with this. But just know you got to be very efficient at building coils to kind of build one of these coils well. Okay, but once you have that set up the way you want it, once you have those holes drilled out the way you want it, once you have everything the way you want it, man, you're golden. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helped one of you guys.